Fatbetty build video, update video number 5. Electrics at the moment. I've got them in the back here at the moment. Various electrics that I need to put into here, pretty much the firewall to mount stuff, LEDs and the light buckets. I'm going to try and put the sound unit inside the air filter here and run the rods out here so that I have easy access, because it's got a cap on it there, so I can take that off, and that should have the end of the sound unit sticking out just in there, because it has a USB jack, that little red jack there, that's USB for programming, so it's easy access. The LED controller and speed controller and receiver probably going to end up on here, mounted onto the firewall somewhere. Battery goes into the battery compartment under the seat. Yeah, figure out how I'm going to run the wires up and under and into here. I've got to run extension lead under here to the rear steer in there, which is a small linear articulator. The dash is kind of groovy. The dash has a switch here that I got out of a hard drive caddy on a computer, and so it's an electric switch, so it's going to have a key start to power it. LEDs that I may or may not power off of the LED unit here. What else? Speaker goes in here underneath these steps here, attached to this wee plate. So probably the next thing I'll do is take the deck off, take the body off, and run some wires, and I've got to drill some more holes and make some modifications here to make that stuff fit. And yeah, electrics. Got a list of shit right here. Yeah, giddy up. Alright, that's Fatbetty. Hopefully get these electrics all put through, and then I can take it back to the workshop to tidy up some of the welds on the chassis, and also build a little engine block in here with a wee fan that powers off of this PTO here. So it's going to have a little fake motor in there just for looks and shits and giggles. Okay, so I've got the deck off, so I could run my servo cable through the tube here and into under here. I've got some brackets that I'm going to weld on when I take the truck back to the workshop to tidy this loose shit up. So that goes back to the linear articulator back there for the rear steer. I've soldered up some of the LEDs in the dash here, battery feed. I did actually get this in here, the sound module. It's sitting on a little bit of foam. The wires feed through the back of the air filter and come out the back here. One of the wires goes through into the cab and is the feed for the audio jack for the sound speaker. So oh shit, stuck in here, son of a bitch. So that'll go in there like that. It's been a quite interesting exercise in trying to figure out how to do the electrics and not solder myself into a corner, basically, so that I can pull the body off the chassis and so forth without having to disconnect too much wires. You know, everything's got to be plugs and removable. Looks like Fatbetty spaghetti at the moment. It's mainly just the LED wires, to be honest. The LED controller's down there. Receiver, ESCA's down there. This is a dead motor. She's kaput. I burnt this out in the speedway racing. That's just there to when I'm building, so I know where not to put stuff. So this doesn't matter if it's exposed to the welder and the grinder and all that sort of thing. I've got another motor, a new motor to go in. So what I'm going to do next, I think, is plug everything in and see if it doesn't blow up. So let's give it a go. Okay, so she's wired up, ready to go, except for the sound unit, which I haven't got working yet. It's sitting there, but I'm going to take it out. The wee speakers sitting inside under the. You can just see it in here underneath the foot step there. Battery's just sitting here short term. It goes inside here. There's a wee thing. I'll get into that later. Dash key start. That's how you turn off and on the ESC. It's got a key in the dash that comes through and goes down into there. So let's see what we've got. We've got I'll try and get the season. The actual motor's still in its box here. It's not this one up the back here. It's a junker. So I've got the forward and reverse. Front steering. Which is a bit noisy. Back here we got the rear steer with the I can get a better view of this, with the linear articulator. And lights are in. It's a cheap light kit. There's a wee switch mounted on the dash. You can just see it there. So it's a manual operation. You turn that on. It lights up an LED. There should be two LEDs, an orange and a green. One of them's not working. I have to look into that. So that should give me the headlights. Looking pretty. And there's a few auxiliaries here. There's these reds and these oranges I don't actually have a home for yet, but they will probably be sitting on out the front or on the roof, you know, when it's carrying bits and bobs, and that you can switch all the modes through different flashing cycles and all that sort of thing. The usual drama. So yeah, I have a bit of fun playing with those. Yeah, those LEDs look pretty good in the light buckets there. So that's good. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'd be happy with just the lights and the headlights in there actually. So coming along, I'm pretty happy with where I got to. Servo's a bit noisy up front there. I might have to do something about that. Might not have the cojones to deal with the weight of this truck. We'll see. So next is I'll probably strip this back down again. Sort out my sound unit because I don't. Yeah, I've had it working. I just got to figure out how to get it to work on different channels, or reprogram this via the laptop to put it on a more simple auto start mode. Yeah, you know, it's coming along nicely. I like the wee lights in the dash there, but yeah, that one there should be orange, which is a bit of a bum, but easy fix, I'm sure. So I'll take the truck back to the workshop next week and finish up the chassis. There's a few welds I've got to sort out, pretty rough, cut them off, re-weld it, and a lot of this garbage here, all the wiring and that'll go inside the little engine block that I plan to put in there, so that'll be next on the list of things to do. But I think the electrics are pretty good. I'm quite happy with how she looks, and yep, it's all good in the hood. So I'll yeah, electronics done pretty much. I'll just sort out my sound unit and we're good to go, man. Back to the workshop, a bit more metal work, and I reckon this thing will be seeing some action a few months, 6 months maybe. Fuck, I don't know. I'm a slow builder. But yeah, this year for sure. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the update. See ya.